Hey, what's up guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always guys, welcome back. Listen guys, over the past 24 hours, Ed Reed has been on and off Instagram. You know, he's talking about different things. He's giving more information about what happened between him, the AD, the staff at Bethune-Cookman University, and he's been talking to the students. And some recent news has came out and about and what, you know, out of all the stuff he said and all of his other Instagrams, you guys can probably go to his page. I guess they're still up and you can see them. He mentioned Shannon Sharpe and he mentioned Stevie Baggs Jr., right? And I'm going to talk a little bit about both of these individuals. And I want to finish up with Ed Reed as well. First thing is this. His situation with Shannon Sharpe, you know, let's talk about that first. Shannon Sharpe, you know, he's with Skip on Undisputed on, what's it, Fox Sports or whatever. And they were typically talking about the situation right after it happened of Ed Reed. You know, they talk about various sports topics. Now, a lot of people are giving Shannon Sharpe a lot of flack about him saying he didn't know Ed Reed. He might be telling the truth, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. I sat and I did a little bit of research because I thought they were teammates. They weren't teammates. Shannon Sharpe retired from football the year Ed Reed was drafted. So he came 1 year after Ed Reed. I mean, yeah, well, Ed Reed came one year after him. Shannon Sharpe played from 2000 to 2012. What did he play? No, from 2000 to 2001, Shannon Sharpe played for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm trying to get these numbers in my head. Ed Reed got drafted in 2002. So the season that ended, when the NFL draft came, here come Ed Reed. And Ed Reed played from 2002 to 2012 with Baltimore. Now, Stevie Baggs played on the same team as Ed Reed in 2012. I guess it was the last year Ed Reed was there. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all this stuff up, Shannon Sharpe said he didn't know Ed Reed that well. He might be telling the truth. He might have met Ed Reed. You know, they know about each other. And they play against each other. You know, well, they didn't play against each other, but they know each other from being in the Hall of Fame. They probably met, and you know, when you go to the Hall of Fame, everybody comes every year and you meet and talk with everybody. And that might be the familiarity, you know, because he said he doesn't know him personally that well. So I can understand that. A lot of people are making a big thing out of that, and I got to be honest about it. I've never seen them in one place or heard of them being in the same place, you know, so I'll leave that alone. But the one thing that I think about with this whole situation, what Shannon Sharpe said and him talking about that situation, my thing is this: you could tell he felt, and like, I don't know if you got to really look at it, because you know they were going to bring this up. You could tell he was uncomfortable with the situation, because I think honestly the way Ed Reed acted and all this stuff, it goes against the core principles of what Shannon Sharpe is about. See, we can only react to these type of actions somebody else do when we think we can put ourselves in that position. That's what gives you if it's right or wrong a lot of time. And I think that Shannon Sharpe didn't really agree with the way he did it, because we'll get into it. But honestly, I think Shannon Sharpe, to me, I don't think he's a stand-up guy. And, you know, besides the silliness and having his own show and all of that stuff, and like I said, he got a little bit, I think he got a little bit of, you know, Reggie Theus in him. And not from a weak standpoint of being cowardly and I have and you don't. But I think Shannon has a fear of loss. You know, if you was uncomfortable answering them questions and while trying to still be yourself, you shouldn't even answer. You could have been like, yeah, it's an unfortunate incident. And I really don't know what happened, but I know, you know, he could have said something. And that's what I agree with Ed Reed about. Now, Ed Reed said it a little bit different, but if you didn't have nothing good to say about the situation, you could have danced around the topic. The only issue I had was when he said, oh, you know, he went, because he hinted at Ed Reed went down there and just tried to take over like Reggie Theus said. And we came down and started doing all this. And, you know, then you're blasting them and you want them to fix this and fix that. But with what? They don't have money with what? Stop that, bro. Stop that. That's the thing I didn't like. It was like he came off scary like. And what makes me mad is I defended Shannon when Skip said, you know, all of that stuff about him. You know, and that upset him on the show and made him break character. And I thought that was, you know, unprofessional for both men. But I took up for Shannon. And I was like, you know, Shannon, man, it's like you was right on going off on TV. But the thing is this, Ed Reed did the same thing you did. This is why I said if you didn't have nothing nice, you shouldn't have said nothing. When Skip went off on you and made you look stupid, what made you feel stupid, and then you retaliated, the way you felt was the way you felt. The only difference between you and Ed Reed, you didn't curse. But the emotion was there, the feeling was there, the passion, the questioning of your heart was there. Same thing with that man. Same thing with that man. That's why I say you not stand up. Because you just live for the day. You don't think back. Everybody was paying attention when, you know, everybody took your defense when Skip shit on you. Everybody was like, yeah, Shannon, man, yeah, you know, people probably in your Instagram, we ride with you, Shannon. You ride, we ride. And I bet you was soaking that up. I appreciate that. I bet you was soaking it up. When he said something about Damar Hamlin in that tweet. In protest, I'm not coming to work tomorrow. That's wrong. NFL's a fraternity of brothers. Why you ain't defending your brother on this? You went to a HBCU. I went to a HBCU. So you know there are issues out there. You could have pulled them up without being brash or making Ed Reed look stupid. You could have said, I sympathize with him. The way he did it may not have been the way I would have done it. But you didn't do it like that. You danced around it. And that's not even a hard issue to word a certain way to where you keep peace on both sides and make yourself look like you are concerned and there's something wrong, but you don't have to make it look like you're hurting anybody's feelings. You've been on TV long enough to do your wording, but you didn't do nothing. Then it's like you started off cool about the situation, then you start really getting into it, and it was like you was going in on Ed a little bit. And it's like everybody, for some reason, want to chime in on how his character was and how he went off. And that's one of the things we don't know. Everybody, listen, everybody black in America that was born here know that when you make motherfuckers mad, they go off. We all know that. That's a general rule. So for you to sit up there and act like he was wrong for going off, or he could have went off another way, man, look, man. That's not stand up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, men respond to things and they take action. You could have took action in the situation by explaining a little bit better. I don't hate you or nothing like that, but I just think it's foul how you just kind of made it like, let me speak like the rest of the people are speaking and make it look like, you know, Then another thing that got me mad about you, bro, and I'm being serious, this hurt my heart. You got that YouTube channel, right? You have a channel where you interview athletes and all that stuff. You see he hurting. The story red hot. I know you got time off. Why he ain't on your show? Your show is gaining traction by the same people that look like you, and this is an issue that hurts people that look like you. You could have had him on there. Still can. Come to find out, you didn't even want him on your show. You don't want to do a show with him? Why? You don't want that type of heat? That ain't no heat on you. You see the man hurting? Nothing. You're not going to address the issue. You know the issue, and you know where he's coming from, regardless of whether you believe or not that he should have reacted like that. You know his pain. And you know what you're going to bring the hurricanes up and all this stuff. It's like I don't think Ed Reed, honestly, thought about the story. He looked at it real quick and then when they came in there and brought it up, I don't think he was prepared for it. That's why he danced off and just looked weird and uncomfortable speaking on it. You guys can go take a look at it. But I don't think that was stand up. And like, you just come off to me where, like, you know, it ain't me, so I ain't tell you to do that, but you understand where it came from, so you could have worded that a little bit better. Now, we're going to get on Stevie Baggs, man. And Stevie Baggs, I don't even know Stevie Baggs, man, but I'm just going by what I've heard the students say about him. And this is the part that's messed up. This morning, while I was at work, I heard on Instagram, one of Ed Reed's Instagram, where the students was talking to him and said they was told by the some of the staff, they had a meeting with the players. Ed Reed ain't gonna be the coach, such and such, this and that. We'll get a replacement. Don't worry about it. We don't need Ed and all this other stuff. And had some of the staff that was there. So I guess they kept some of the old staff. I think Stevie Baggs was part of that old staff. Because remember, it was a debate on whether Ed Reed was supposed to get his own coaching staff or they was going to supply him with one. Reggie Theus said yesterday they was going to put him on with some of the people that are there. So I guess they was going to give him some of the staff that was already there that they wanted to keep. Stevie Baggs was one of them people they wanted to keep. Now y'all keep that in mind. In the meeting, supposedly, and the young football players that was on live with Coach Prime said there were some dudes in there talking, and they was telling us not to talk to you no more. Disassociate ourselves from you since you ain't going to be the coach and you not here. See that game? How you going to tell somebody not to talk to somebody else because you got a problem with them? So Ed Reed said, who is it? He named a couple people, and then he said Stevie Baggs. He said Stevie Baggs. Ed Reed was even shocked that Stevie Baggs, because he knows Stevie Baggs. He knows him. They was teammates. He like, Stevie Baggs ain't say that about me. And that right there let me know. That let me know Stevie Baggs is a part of the problem. How was he part of the problem? He one of them jellyfish dudes. He'll go whatever the popular current. He just going with it. When Ed Reed was there, he know Ed. He was supposed to be on the staff or whatever. Happy as hell. Like Ed said, he was talking and laughing when he talking about the pizza and all that. You shitting on the university, talking about they gave me pizza and a 2-liter and all this stuff, and I'm better than this and all that. Just like he said, because y'all teammates, y'all know each other. Y'all talking amongst yourselves. But when the fire get hot, you know what I'm saying? You jump out the pan. You standing over there. They said Stevie Baggs was standing over there with the rest of the people addressing the team. Stop talking to Ed Reed. Don't associate with him. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You're part of the problem. Ain't no way you sat up there with your time with that man being on his team. You was a linebacker. He was a safety. Y'all got to work together on the field. I'm sure he gave you pointers when you came to the team. He was already a vet. He was a vet. And he was bound to be a Hall of Famer because he was at the end of his road when you got there. So I know he taught you about the defensive scheme, and y'all spent a lot of time around each other. And I'm sure he helped you in your career while you was with the Ravens. Y'all probably laughed and hung out and everything. And you going to sit up there with everybody else. They talking. Don't talk to them. And then you threatening to take their scholarships if they keep doing this. He went to VCU. Supposedly, Stevie Baggs said he went to VCU. He bleed VCU. He conditioned. No matter what, the school is not wrong. He just in it. You know what I mean? Whatever plantation that is, he repping that to the fullest. Stevie Baggs that type, man. Stevie Baggs is that type. What you seen the Instagram response he did? He on the plane before he talk, you a clown, dude. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. I've been watching football for the longest time. I don't even remember the name Stevie Baggs. I said, who the fuck is Stevie Baggs? I looked, I'm like, I don't even remember this dude. Because he like stayed on like a team for like a year and then he'd go off. Like he was like a role player or whatever, probably a special teamer. But that's neither here nor there. But the thing is, bro, you getting on there and then you talking bad on him. You know better. You had it good. Why'd you mess it up? You shouldn't have said nothing. That's house nigga shit right there. If that ain't straight off the plantation. What's better than what we got here? What's the name said? It's the problem. There's a problem. Everybody knows it's a problem. He knows it's a problem. Gregory Abbott knows it's a problem. I mean, Reggie Theus, he knows it's a fucking problem. And everything. They part of the problem. When you get over there, like the lady said, where someone's recruiting, and this is how I personally feel, you have to pick a side. You either with us or against us. Ed Reed came in there, started trying to make changes. Stevie Baggs was on the staff. Stevie Baggs was probably right there. Go coach, because he think that's the next best thing he gonna be a part of. Because he like taking pictures in magazines with tight ass fucking suits on and being on fucking Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and all this other dumb shit. He liked the limelight. That he wasn't getting in a league like that. It's a damn shame how we do each other, man. And I'm just some outsider looking in. You know, I'm just some guy on YouTube that makes videos in the spare bedroom. But man, a lot of stuff need to be said and a lot of people need to be cut off. He's sitting around here talking about he woke. What was you sleep from? Fuck you mean you woke? If you woke, you know about the tradition, you know about slavery, you know people died and protested for us to be even in school and get a higher education. And as slaves, we was killed if we could read or show any type of tangible intelligence. And you at a school of higher learning for black folk. And you're going to sit up here and try to cancel somebody else that was bringing change to that position. And it would have helped you too. But see, you blinded. You don't want to step out of the bounds neither. You cozy under the covers. It's a damn shame. Reggie Theus, like he said, and like I believe, Reggie Theus told him. And this is the thing. You can't tell a lion to be a lion, but roar when you say so. And that's all this is. Ed Reed is like this. He that uncle that you call when you know you need something done. Or you know it's bad and you need help to get out of it. He the uncle you call because you know he got your back and you know he know how to handle himself and handle situations. So he the last resort. But when he call, he coming. When he need help though, don't nobody come. And dudes like that, when they need help, they ain't gonna ask you to do the heavy lifting because they built for it. All they want you to do is sit there and watch their back. And none of these motherfuckers could do it. And that's what's hurtful. And that's one of the reasons why as a people in a social group, other people look at us and laugh or look at us and don't want to mess with us. Because of shit like this. The school shitting on the students. Claiming you ain't got money. You ain't gonna never have enough money. You ain't gonna never have enough money because it's obviously that you mismanaging funds. And when I say you mismanaging funds, what you're doing is putting the money either in your pocket or putting it around in little things that don't mean anything when the real solutions need to be fixed. Mold is an easy fix, man. All you gotta do is talk to the right people. These people got tenure. These people got titles. They don't give a damn. Oppression comes from all directions and all different social orders. But it really hurts when your own people oppress you. These people are oppressors. Now, I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe just scary. He's just a big dude that's scary in certain situations. He don't want to lose what he got. He don't want to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And he's happy where he's at. So, Shannon Sharpe, do you, bro. Stevie Baggs want clout. That licking your lips on the plane, you're a grown-ass man in your 40s, man. You ain't no little kid. Instagram Live, you moving the camera. Yeah, all the whole time when Ed Reed was there and you was down with him, now all of a sudden you up under the motherfucking desk sucking off motherfucking Reggie Theus. You was right, AD. You was right. The fuck out of here, old dick eating that. I can't stand this shit, man. Listen, it's a lot of us like that. It's a lot. And the reason why that bothers me the most of what he's doing is there are a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that amongst us. Just because somebody wear the same jersey, like him and Ed Reed, don't mean you actually on the same team. And that need to go. That a lot of you young people out there need to listen to that. Let's go. The bottom line is this, and I'm going to end it. Listen to what Reggie Thea said in that conversation, and listen to what Ed Reed said. No, listen to what Reggie Thea said he asked for from Ed Reed and what they needed in the next coach, and listen to what Ed Reed said, or who Ed Reed is. That's what you asked for. Because he ain't danced to the same tune as you, or he said the music was whack, all of a sudden he can't be in the club. Man, fuck off. You told him, set the standard. He started cleaning up and getting things done. The new standard, he started setting it. What else he say? Bring resources. He was backed by millions from billionaires. Ex-Miami alums. He was on one of the greatest tenures of when Miami was up there. So a lot of the people on his team went through the pros and they best friends up to this day. Bring the resources. He had it. He brought the solution. He was out there working. All of a sudden, oh, like I said, you wasn't returning his calls. You let it be known on the website that he was the coach already without a contract. See, that's why everybody's saying, oh, he dumb for doing that. Listen, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They probably was like, hey, you know what? And this is what I think it is. In fact, I'm 100% sure because of what Reggie Thea said. This is what happened. Hey, you know what? You the coach. We'll make the announcement. Shook his hand. Ed Reed left out that day. He didn't know Ed Reed was going to come back a couple of days later and get to work as a coach. They announced it all over the media. I did a story on it. Ed Reed is the new coach of such and such. Because they didn't get the contract details yet because they had to take the contract up. But because they was bullshitting so long with the contract, getting it signed, because it take 3.5 weeks to get a contract typed up. And y'all hire and fire coaches all the time. It ain't like y'all new school and you got to figure out to get the terminology right. It took 3.5 weeks. Y'all need to think, man. It took 3.5 weeks and he ain't have his contract, but y'all let him go out there and work like a mule and all this stuff. And he was a good mule until what? He hee-hawed too loud. Whatever the fuck mules do. He hee-hawed or he bucked. When he bucked, oh no, we can't have him. He's dangerous. This is a dangerous mule here. You want him to act a certain way. Be yourself. We like your attitude. And then when he shows you the attitude, all of a sudden, oh, that's too much. That's not what we asked for. They look stupid. They look stupid. Everything that's coming to them is going to come to them. And I just hope the children don't suffer. Hope the children don't suffer. They calling the cops on a silent protest. They calling the cops. All the stuff that's going on with police right now, that could have turned into anything. Because I'm going to tell you, when you're young, regardless of what color you are, but this usually happens with a lot of us as African Americans, and I want you to hear me clearly. When you are young, when the police come up to you, they immediately think you're either smoking, it's some kind of bullshit, or they're going to have to vent you until they think you innocent. I went through that as a kid. They pull you over, make everybody get out of the car and sit on the curb. Because somebody did a rolling stop at the stop sign. Anything could have happened when they called that police. That's why I keep getting on it. Y'all call the police. Anything could have happened. You see the young man that just got killed by them 4 police officers and all that other stuff? Anything could have happened. Y'all wasn't thinking about that. Let's just get him out of here. You called the police. You didn't call campus police. You called off-campus police. You don't know what they was going to do when they got there. You never know who's going to come out that call. That's the sad thing, man. All these motherfuckers here ain't shit. Shannon Sharpe is scary. You know what I'm saying? But Shannon Sharpe is who Shannon Sharpe is. But Stevie Baggs, man, I'm surprised at him. the university this, that's all he got because he wasn't good like that in football. All them teams, what he said, he played for 10 teams in 9 years. Man, you was a journeyman. This is your home. You was big at BCU, Bethune-Cookman University. You was a star because you went to the league, and they dicking you over there. So that's where you're going to be. You're going to protect that up because that's all you think you are. And that's the biggest you think you're ever going to be because you got a legacy there. Damn shame. Listen, guys, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the video. Tell me what you think about this whole situation. As always, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. But I'm telling you, this is why we lose all the time. Shaking my damn head. I'm out.